Everything about this tournament is branded, even the famous moment where players cut down the net.
Werner Ladder proud to donate to the General Scholarship Fund of every school in this year's Final Four. Werner, the official ladder of the NCAA Basketball Championships.
That's how HBO's John Oliver recently parodied the business interests of today's National Collegiate Athletic Association, also known as the NCAA. Mr. Oliver has a point. Today, the NCAA's annual revenue is estimated at around $1 billion. Most of this income is from TV networks that pay the NCAA for the rights to show its annual basketball tournament. But the lavish salaries of the NCAA are attracting increasing attention. Whereas NCAA President Mark Emmert made $1.7 million in the 2011 calendar year, his athletes are treated quite differently. In recent years, the NCAA's unpaid athletes have been penalized for signing autographs, receiving discount services, and even for eating free food. So today, a rising tide of voices is arguing that collegiate athletes must be compensated beyond their educational scholarships. Here's how ESPN basketball analyst Jay Bilas explains the argument.
Why would we deny athletes the right to fair market value and compensation in this multi-billion-dollar business when no other student is restricted from being compensated, let alone coaches and administrators? They're all getting their fair market value based upon this multi-billion-dollar enterprise. And my thing is, if they're old enough to sell, and we are selling them like crazy, they're old enough to be paid for.
Others disagree. For one, Barack Obama, a longtime basketball fan, the president believes that paying student athletes would lead to quote-unquote bidding wars for players. Yet the president also said this to the Huffington Post.
What does frustrate me is where I see coaches getting paid millions of dollars, athletic directors getting paid millions of dollars, the NCAA making huge amounts of money, and then some kid gets a tattoo or gets a free use of a car and suddenly they're banished. That's not fair.